Welcome to Minutes with Linus, brought to you by Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond. Embark on this journey with me, Linus Woods Mullins, your certified holistic living and wellness expert for women over 40, as we explore tips for an ever-growing mind, body, and spirit in just a few minutes. Hi, this is Linus, and welcome to Linus Minutes. You know, normally when I do Linus Minutes, I do a Facebook Live, but we have a special guest, and I'm not doing a Facebook Live specifically for Linus Minutes because I'm talking to my good friend Dawn in Costa Rica. And so far, Facebook hasn't gotten the memo yet, Dawn, that they need to do Facebook Live in Costa Rica. But I am so excited because I have an announcement to make having to do with Dawn James and her wonderful services in Costa Rica. But I also want to talk about something else that I've really been interested in. You know, I belong to Dawn's group, she talks a lot about ways to raise the vibration. And while that's always been in my awareness, I've never really worked on it, but lately I've been working on it thanks to Dawn and her wonderful group information, because she's going to share that with you too, where you can find out more about her group. And I wanted to share with you, actually, Don's going to share with you why it is so important for us to be aware of our vibrations and the kinds of things we can do to raise our vibrations. So, Don, welcome to Linus Minutes. Thank you so much. Tell us
Thanks for having me.
Vibrations in 5 minutes.
Thank you so much, Linus. I just love your vibration. So thank you for including me on your minutes today. My name is Dawn James. I've been teaching people how to raise their vibration and live consciously for 16 years. And I've had a lot of joy doing that. When I started this work, the word vibration wasn't really well known. It wasn't a common terminology. However, now that people are understanding what it means to live more consciously and with more awareness, it's becoming more known. In a nutshell, raise your vibration has two meanings. Raising the vibration talks about the energy. We are energetic beings and we get energy from different sources. So I'm going to share with you a couple of ways I get energy here from Costa Rica, which ties in with your beautiful event. The second part of raising your vibration is to be aware. Be aware of what you're doing, how you're connecting to the world, how you're treating yourself, how you are looking at the world, how you listen to the world, and making sure you're fully conscious of what you're doing. Because the more conscious we are, the healthier we will be. You know, it's like choosing between a basket of apples and eating an apple pie. If you're conscious of that choice, you're going to pick the apples, right? So raising your vibration has to do on an energetic level, has to do with ensuring that you nourish yourself. You nourish yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically. I think as we get older, what I'm seeing, and I've been through that phase where, you know, in the 50s, when you head into the 40s to 50s, you get more free time. And as women especially, we begin to ask ourselves, well, what do I want to do for me? How do I want to treat myself now? I've got more time on my hands. What are the things that give me joy? So some of the ways you can raise your vibration is to ensure you nourish yourself properly from in terms of your physical body, and nutrition is a big part of that. Eating healthy, eating clean, eating safe. I often used to tell my kids, any food that God made, eat it in abundance, right? It's full of energy, right? Because that food is connected to source. Whether it's from a tree or a vine or the ground, it has energy, it has life, prana. So I always used to say, eat anything that God makes, it's full of vibration. So you can't go wrong there. The other way you can nourish yourself as we get older is to nourish ourselves emotionally. How do we raise our vibration emotionally? And many times we have to do some inner work. We have to reflect back on the past, not dwell on mistakes or heartache, but clear it up. Clear it up, look at situations, take the lessons from those situations, take what's may good have come out of it, or maybe your life moved in a new direction, which was better for you. You didn't recognize it at the time, but look at those life situations and identify the lessons, identify those messages you got. Look at how you grew from that situation. Oftentimes, right, Linus, we grow from difficulty.
Yes.
Right? Yes. If everything was beautiful, humming along, peaceful every day for our lives, we probably wouldn't grow. We grow from adversity. We grow from stretching ourselves beyond our comfort zone. And I mean, all the beautiful ways you motivate your group, it's to grow. How do we grow ourselves? How do we pick ourselves up? So sometimes we have to look at the past and take those lessons and messages and move forward and recognize that you are growing. Even at any age, any decade, we can grow. We can learn new things, which will stimulate the mind, which is a good way to raise the vibration of your brain cells. Learn new things, start dancing, take up a hobby, start painting, do something new and fun. You know, you deserve it. We've been working a long time, right, Linus?
Oh man. Oh man.
They say the fastest way to raise your vibration is to laugh. So do things that are fun, that give you enjoyment, you know, things that you used to love to do, do it again. You've got time. And for most of us over 50, we have more disposable income, right? Our kids are grown and they're taking care of themselves. In terms of energy, I want to touch on that for a moment. Raising your vibration energetically, we just have to be outside. Like right now, I'm sitting here, believe it or not, the ocean's to my right, and you can feed your, yes, I know, you can feed
Trying to
yourself.
see it.
Should I turn her?
Yes.
I don't know. The dog's nearby. He might he might decide to
He
jump in
might
the
decide.
camera.
Yeah. He might. Well, if he jumps in, that's cool too. That's God, something that God made. That's natural. The dog.
Oh yeah. So the sun, many people don't recognize the sun gives us energy. The sun feeds us energetically. We get vitamin D from the sun. It makes us feel good. So that's one way to raise your vibration. When you look at the air, negative ions are, I mean, Costa Rica is a negative ion haven. You're getting negative ions from the ocean, and those negative ions oftentimes relax us, they help us to heal, and it puts us in a state called an alpha state. And an alpha wave, when the brain hits alpha, that's when you really feel good. So you feel great just walking along the beach here, you know.
That
You
explains
also,
it. That explains it. My when you go to the ocean and you feel since if you're a city girl like me, and then you get a chance to go to the ocean, like going to the Bay Area in San Francisco, as soon as I see the water. But you know what? I feel that way when I see my swimming pool, sitting by the pool and looking at a body of water. And we're
water.
surrounded by a lot of land on our property, a lot of trees. It's really, really beautiful.
Oh,
So I
that
get a
is
chance to
gorgeous.
see that every day, and it does make a difference. It really
It does.
does.
It does. And I think for water and emotion are tied together. So just sitting by a body of water, emotionally, we just feel a release. When you're sitting there looking at the horizon, you just feel like anything's possible. What we found in Costa Rica, there's a sense of freedom. It's hard to describe. And I don't know if it's because there's so much nature and forest and trees and birds. The whole place is alive, and you just feel a sense of freedom and peacefulness at the same time. So I can tell you this is one of my high vibration spots where I hang out. And I just know I feel blessed because there's so much positive energy here. So raising your vibration is embrace nature, get outside. If you can get to a park or someplace with trees, embrace that energy. That earth energy is very beneficial, and it calms our nervous system and it puts us in a happy place. So it feeds us, whether it's physically or emotionally or mentally, we're going to get energy from nature.
And I love that. And that's exactly the reason why I decided when I first met Dawn, and she did an interview for show The Wellness Journey, which will be airing later on this month. And after her doing that show, that's when I decided, you know what? I want to do something in Costa Rica. And I know that Dawn does these wonderful retreats. So Don has graciously accepted my proposal to see, would you please organize for us a self-care and self-love retreat in Costa Rica? Am I saying
Costa Rica.
yes, yes. So we're going to Costa Rica, Wellness Women, and all of you who may not belong to the group, you should belong to the group. If you happen to be watching this video on my YouTube channel, on the Wellness Women 40 YouTube channel, then you definitely need to find out more about this self-care, self-love retreat. The reason why I chose Costa Rica is it just resonated with my spirit. I have not been there before, and I've done some traveling, but I haven't been to Costa Rica. But one of my daughters
Yes,
actually went there. She was in a wedding there, and it
right.
was beautiful. It just so happened that it was overcast on that day. but it didn't make a difference. It was just beautiful because they had all yellow on, and the yellow against the blue of the water and the kind of gray. It was just gorgeous. It looked like it was a watercolor. So it was already in my spirit that I wanted to go. But then after I met Dawn and she began to explain to me about raising vibrations and how Costa Rica is such a wonderful place for that, I thought, okay, this is an ideal place for women of a certain age, our age, to come together and not just relax, but also work on increasing our vibration and increasing our self love and self care and learning different ways that are organic to our nature. To be healthier and to be more well. And we're going to be planning some great excursions. I have some specific things I want to tell you. First of all, it's going to be in March of 2020, and we are accepting payments right now. You've got almost 9 months to make these payments. The cost to go to Costa Rica, and I want to double check my cost here, is $3,997. And that includes everything. Don, tell them what that includes.
Right. So the retreat fee, it's an all-inclusive fee. It covers everything except your airfare to and from your home. So that includes your stay at a luxury villa, accommodations, meals, excursions, all of the activities that we do, everything is covered. You'll also be picked up at the airport and brought to the villa, and we'll be driving you back to the airport so you don't miss your flight.
And
Although some people may want to stay.
I was gonna say someone may have to send a search party for me. I'm not coming back. I'm not going back. I already know that. I already know. But some of the things that the villa includes is a personal chef that will prepare foods based upon your particular culinary taste, and also your particular diet constraints that you might have. We will be doing, I know, at least some yoga sessions, some meditation sessions that I'll be leading. But we also have some other fun excursions that you might want to try. Zip lining is something that's a possibility. Definitely hanging out on the beach will be some of the other things that we'll be doing. Hiking is another possibility. It all depends on the things that you're interested in, and we'll make some decisions, and you'll be finding out more about that. But the bottom line is that you're going to get a chance to relax, get a chance to really raise your vibration and feel better about yourself and the person that God created you to be, and have fun. I mean, I don't know about you, but I could use some fun.
Absolutely.
Lots of laughter. One of the things we talked about was maybe doing a vision board party. I wonder what kinds of things you would be envisioning after a couple of days in Costa Rica, and the kinds of things you might want to do when you get back. It might be a different looking vision board if you happen to live in like New York, and your vision board might include, bus passes or something. Whereas you get to Costa Rica and your vision board becomes, surfboards and dudes without shirts and stuff like that. So
Yeah, we could do a vision board using a surfboard. That's an idea.
what about that? I think the sky is the limit in terms of the kinds of things that we can do and plan for you. But you first want to make sure you reserve your spot. There's only room for 10 people. 10, that's it. This is a very exclusive resort, very exclusive event, and we want this to be really great. So you want to reserve your spot right away. All you need to do to reserve the spot initially is that $800 deposit, and then we go from there. And we'll be sending you all kinds of information and paperwork to make sure that we are designing a wonderful self-care and self-love retreat that really enhances your connection with your mind, body, and spirit, raises your vibration, and gives you wonderful memories that you can always reflect back on while you're sitting in your high rise in New York, thinking about Costa Rica and when you're going to move next door to Don.
We got lots of space. I wish could show you. There's at least 10 more lots here, so come on down.
Wow, wow. Well, another time perhaps we can get a film of the properties and take time to take a look and see what it's like. But I wanted to take this opportunity to announce to all of my Wellness Woman followers in the Wellness Woman group, all of my YouTube subscribers, all of my newsletter subscribers, all of my magazine subscribers, and Instagram and Twitter, and all y'all that have been following me for the last 10 years. This is my anniversary retreat, and I want to make it annual. So the first 10 of you are going to be part of history, because I want to do this every year, going to the self-love, self-care retreat, getting a chance to meet the wonderful and beautiful Don James, and really finding out what Costa Rica is all about from someone who actually lives there. It's not a travel agency that's putting this together. It's someone who lives there, who does this all the time for a living, and special bonus, teaching us how to raise our vibration and really begin to learn how to love ourselves, regardless of whether we're in Costa Rica or sitting right here where I am right now in Sacramento, California. So
Love
thank
it.
you, Don, so much.
Thank you, Linus. Have a great rest of your day.
And thank you to all of you. Remember, let me give you the bit.ly and I'll put it in the comments as well. It's bit.ly/Costa Rica. COSTARICA, and that will take you to the jump page with more information. We are ready right now to accept your down payment of $800 so you can reserve your slot. It's only 10 people, and I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I have almost 200,000 followers. So, got to get that money in right away because first come, first serve, okay? Fantastic. Thanks so much, and I'll see you later in the Wellness Woman group and eventually in Costa Rica. Bye-bye.
Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have something to share, please comment below. For more Wellness Woman videos, be sure to click the subscribe button below and check out my Facebook group, Wellness Woman 40 and Beyond. But most importantly, don't forget to love yourself and educate, encourage, and empower your mind, body, spirit wellness.